Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is Dark Horse Double Crooked Tree IPA. This is a big IPA. This comes in at 12%. Great big beer. Andrew sent me this. Andrew, thanks again, sir, for sending me the beers you did. And it's still got some malt laying on the side of the bottle where it was laid down in the box when he shipped it to me. And I thought I seen a date on it, but it's got a lot of condensation on it now, and I can't see anything on it now. But we'll take another look, come back. And I'm thinking I read that this has got a large sediment to the bottom of it. But I don't see a whole lot, anything really heavy, but oh well. We'll find out here in just a minute or two. Alright guys, commercial description says, have you read the description for the regular Crooked Tree? And I've done that one, I'm pretty sure I have. Well, this beer is almost the same, just double. We actually took the Crooked Tree recipe and doubled all the ingredients except the water. Just the way a double should be made. Big hops balanced with tons of malt give this beer a huge body. Although this beer is cool as the fawns when first purchased, it gets really mellow and smooth with some age. So they're perfectly content with you aging their IPA. I'm not a huge fan of that unless it's overly boozy. After a year or two stored in a cool, dark place, you'll notice the heavy caramel and malt flavors trying to sneak past the hops, but they're just not fast enough. This beer is hugely delicious, and it will need your undivided attention. The chores can wait. Trust us. IBUs are 98 on this one, so this is big IBUs on this beer, but it's big malty and big ABV, so this is a big beer. Probably one of the bigger beers. I mean, this is even bigger than Bell's Hop Slam. This is a 12%er, so fairly big beer on this. The food pairings for this is your typical IPAs. The cuisine is barbecue. The cheeses are peppery, pepper jack, Monterey. Your more pungent cheeses, even blue, sharp, cheddar, gorgonzola, Limburger go well with it. And the meat for this is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Your stronger dishes. It says a glassware, a snifter tulip, and oversized wine glass. I brought the pint glass out, so I'm gonna jump out real quick and grab the tulip glass instead of the pint. Alright, now that I got the right damn glass, should have looked at that before I come in here with it, but it is what it is, guys. Let's get the cap off of this bad boy. This beer, according to them, can be cellared, so if you're into cellaring your IPAs, especially one this big, it's definitely not going to go bad. I mean, at 12%, this beer will probably keep 10 or 15 years, but the hops are going to fade completely out if you try to keep one that long. We're going to pour it kind of easy, because like I said, I thought I'd read somewhere where there was a lot of sediment in here, but I'm not seeing any evidence of it. That's in the bottom. It's got a thick cake in the very bottom of it, so. Alright guys, over into the light. It is still a murky, rich amber color. Almost to the copper color. Almost looks like a red ale. It's a little darker than a typical IPA, but you're going to expect that with that much malt that they've used in here producing the 12%er. So, looks pretty good. I didn't pour it aggressive, so we don't have any kind of monster head or anything. Just barely covering the top of the beer. So, let's get a nose on it. Wow. Big malt backbone on this one. And I am getting a little bit of grapefruit and a little citrusiness in there. Got a wonderful aroma. There may be a hint of the alcohol, but it's really not pronounced for a 12%er. Now the taste may be a different story at 12%. Caramel, toffee, maybe a little orange peel in there, and a little bit of grapefruit and pine. That's what I'm getting on this one. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Andrew. Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. That is nice. That's nice. That is a well-made beer, guys. At 12%, I've had 7 and 8%ers that really had more alcohol taste than this. Well, even Bell's Hop Slam has more alcohol taste than this one does. Really good made beer. Or good made. Should I say well made? Hillbilly lingo. Just a slight hint of the alcohol. This is awesome. Caramel, toffee. Maybe just a hint of some brown sugar in there, but it's not overly sweet. Wow. This beer gets you in trouble. At 12%, you try to suck down 6 of these, you're going to be drunk. No doubt about it. Wow. Very delicious. Andrew, thank you, sir, for sending me this one. This one is very tasty. I'm pleasantly surprised at 12% that it's that well made. So this definitely looks like an A beer, guys. Right out of the fridge, 40 degrees, as it always is usually. And we're going to let it warm up and let the other half taste it. Maybe fire up a cigar. Stick around, I'll be right back and we'll do the final chug. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. This beer is very delicious. Now that it's warmed up, there's a slight more alcohol taste in it, but man, it's 12%. You got to expect that a little bit, but still, I'm still not getting the alcohol content that Hop Slam has. But Hop Slam has a lot more citrusy, juicy, pineapple, orangey, a lot more fruitiness in the Hop Slam than there is this. But this is a very well-made beer for a 12%er. It's delicious. Let's do the final chug. Wow. You could definitely get in trouble with this beer. If you didn't know it was a 12%er and you tried to drink a bunch of these, it would slam you down, face down in the dirt, as far as I'm concerned. But it's very well made. I like a little more citrusiness in the IPAs than this one has. And I told you I was going to look at the date. And I thought when I got it from him, it did have a date on it somewhere. But I'm not seeing it now. That doesn't mean it's not there. I'm getting ready to have eye surgery here at the end of the month. But I don't see anything. Oh, yes I do. It is so hard to see. February 4th, 2014 is a date on this one. So it's got the information that we need on there. It's just hard to see, man. Especially when the beer is in the bottle, when it's written in that black digitized code. Or black digitized dating on there. It's very hard to see when the beer is in there, especially when it's cold. And a lot of stores will refrigerate their IPAs, so when you pull it out, it's going to be cold. You'll get that condensation on it, which makes it hard to read. Makes it hard for this old boy to read sometimes, so hopefully that'll get a little better once I get my eyes worked on. So, with that being said, guys, I definitely think this is an A beer. I'm going to give it to 9 out of 10. I like a little more juiciness to it than this one has, but it's definitely well made. The alcohol is very well hidden. Like I said, it'll get you in trouble if you're not careful. But it's very pleasant for a 12%er. I can see why Andrew likes this beer. It is definitely a very tasty beer. Andrew, thanks again, brother, for sending me this beer. I enjoyed it extremely. I'm going to give it to 9 out of 10. Let's go over and see what everybody else thinks about this beer. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first, and they say 93 in the outstanding range. I think that number's a tad low, but I wouldn't argue with it. It is an outstanding beer, guys. It's definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on it. And over to Rate Beer. Rate beer's a little more generous. They say 99 overall and 96 in the style. That's about where I would put it, somewhere between 97 and 99 if I was rating this beer, as far as a numeric number. So 9 out of 10 for me, guys. If you've had this one, give me some comments back on this one, whether you liked it, didn't like it. Hit the like button. Always hit that like button. Rate, comment, subscribe, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.